I got poisoned!
Damn. Well, Snake just got poisoned and died. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst. Let's pick up where we left off, shall we? We're almost at the end of our hard mode playthrough for episode 1. Episode 2, of course, just flies by, but we are going to be doing the conclusion to the that Bernie and Sue quest line with the one side quest in episode 2 that takes place before the end, because the other one is post game, because it's a prequel to episode 3. But yeah, we're getting there. Then I can finally go back to the main version of my character and do episode 4. We'll do all the government quests for episode 1, 2, and 4, basically. Make sure this is working. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're on the last one, so I'm just gonna go down the list. Retired Hunter, and then Seek My Master, which we'll see Bernie again. I don't know if his dialogue will be different now that we did that big quest line involving him and Sue, but we'll find out. And then From the Depths, which will connect. Maybe we should start with this one, because it connects directly with the ending of Soul of Steel, the canon ending that we just saw at the end of last stream, actually. Since we saw a big hint that Ash was probably sent into the ruins for this quest here. Yeah, that makes sense, because in the timeline of events, this could replace Doc's secret plan if you took the alternate route where you kill Karik and take the soul eater from him. So, actually no, yeah, to like kind of keep the flow of the story going, maybe we should do this one first. I'm just wondering how I would relate to this though. Which one does make sense to go first? Well, maybe, well, you don't necessarily have to assume that one happens right after the other, so. Because the more I think about it, the storyline for this one feels like it should technically happen before this one. And it could go either way, but in my head it kind of makes more sense. So now we'll just go down the list, like I said. In the end, it's not a big deal. Alright, the Retired Hunter. I'll kill 10,000 monsters before I die. The client is Donoff. An old hunter, Donoff, is about to die. Defeat 99 monsters to fulfill his dream. Reward is an unknown amount of Meseta. Unless that means it's determined by the timer or something else. I feel like some quests, the Meseta is like, where it says it's a question mark like that, like the Meseta is probably determined by how you play it, maybe? I don't know. Donoff says, "Are you Vaughn? Nice to meet you. I'm Donoff. It's very simple. You help me defeat monsters. That's it. I'm a hunter too. I've worked very hard and killed lots of monsters. My life's ambition was to kill 10,000 monsters. I almost succeeded when I retired just 10 years ago. The last monster I killed was my 9,901st. I had only 99 more to go. I know I won't live much longer. I want my dream to come true. I can't die a happy man unless I kill 99 more monsters. Understand? Alright, man, if that's how you want it, let's get it done."
Son of a bitch.
He says, good. I think you understand what it is to be a man.
What?
I don't know what the fuck he means by that, but sure. He says, now listen. I only have 30 minutes to live starting now. By the way, it doesn't matter your gender, he's always gonna say that. Doesn't matter what the gender of your character is, he's always gonna say that. He says, I only have 30 minutes to live starting now. Somehow he has it down that precisely. He really knows his body, I guess. He says, trust me, I know this because, well, I just do.
Bruh.
Bullshit!
It means that I have to kill 99 monsters before 30 minutes are up. And... oh, no, nothing. I'll go down now. Please come later. I'm okay, thank you. By the way, if you could... please don't tell anybody about this, okay? Alright. 30 minutes. Is there anybody else in here? Okay. Sometimes there's someone just like off camera, so I gotta check. The nurse says, did you see Mr. Donoff? Oops, I'm sorry. I'm a bit nervous. Sorry for shouting out so suddenly. That's why I was like, did you see Mr. Donoff? Like, I guess she gets like a speech impediment when she, almost like a form of Tourette's maybe, when she gets nervous. I think that's what they're implying. He says, Mr. Donoff is an old hunter. Did you see him? No, sorry. He says, of course not. Thanks. Where is he? He must stay in bed. He's out trying to fulfill his dreams. Where has he gone? Look who's here.
Dylan!
Alicia says, hi, Vaughn. How have you been? Good, how have you been since you left the lab? He says, you were with Donoff. You don't have to be secretive with me. Because she knows. His best friend was on Pioneer 1, Heathcliff. They were like brothers. You know, since she worked at the lab, I think they're implying she kind of knew Heathcliff before, you know, what happens in episode 2. That's probably how she knew they knew each other and how she knows Donoff in the first place. But she probably didn't, obviously, you know, she wasn't in Pioneer 1, she's here. So she probably doesn't know the full extent of what her peers and colleagues in Pioneer 1 did to Heathcliff. I bet. She says, so I think Donoff wanted to stand on the same ground with him. He needs your help. He wants to match up to him. They're flowing. This guy says, people die without exception. So people struggle to live their lives. Don't you think so? Well, yeah, how do you handle the fact that you were destined to die the moment you were conceived, before you were even born? It usually hits people pretty hard, most of the time, and then it becomes an endless struggle and cycle of trying to find purpose in a limited lifespan. He didn't change his dialogue, nothing else. That's it. Alright, well, let's go. Probably gonna need that one for both of us. So yeah, that being said, it does make you wonder what would or could happen if our lifespan was no longer limited. It would be a very different world if that ever happened. How it would be different, that's what I don't know. Not gonna claim I do. But it would be very different. If suddenly it was possible to not die, ever. Donoff says, ah, you came. I was a little worried that you might not come. I'm here. No, I'm okay. I must live until I kill 10,000 monsters. Now, let's go. I would say after you, but no, I actually have to go first, so let's go. An edge? What the hell's an edge? It's like a level 3 partisan? No? Oh, it's the 4th level of daggers, the red ones. Okay. Like the palash for the sabers and the rail gun for the handguns. Oh! Get fucked! I didn't know I was just lucky, but still. Oh yeah! Shit, we're on the timer. I gotta hurry up with this. I gotta quickly open up a map for, so I don't do as much backtracking, especially because look at the timer. Let's see, it's, retired hunter, so it's EH. Wait, what the hell? Retired hunter, they put it without the TH. Meanwhile, that other quest, there was another quest that actually had the in front of it that they did put in its proper spot, but not this one. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Okay, here's the map, that's all I need. Let me pop out chat real quick, just in case. Put that over here. Oh, also... Here, I gotta get organized real quick. Okay, cool. We're good. Go! So we started there, and we're... Okay, yeah, there's a box with 2 more buttons that opens the door up north. Alright, let's go. Oh! Pick that up. Oh! The back-to-back! That was very anime right there. Oh my god. Especially because we're both swinging like oversized swords. Now we've merged because we were standing too close together when we started talking. He says, aha! This is going well. I'm mowing them down. At least he's not picky about his kill count. Like, your kills do count, you know? If they didn't and you had to let him do everything, that would be a really boring and very annoying quest, honestly. So, he's like, you're in my party, so your kills count as my kills, so that's totally fine with me. MMO things, you know? He knows he's in an MMO, so he lets it count. He doesn't get picky about him having to be the one to kill the monster, you know? He knows. Thank you.
Bruh.
I don't know what level of anti you need so you can use it on other people, but he's got it. Oh. Hey, Apex! Hope you're having a good evening. Me and my OCD filling out the map even when I'm on a timer. This is what I do. This is Leon things, you know? Oh, that's a dead end, so I can safely go through. I'm gonna let him heal that. Oh shit, he got stuck. We're going to a dead end anyway, but I need him to heal this poison.
I got poison! Ooh.
Thank you, Donoff. It's like he healed himself right away. That was kind of weird. 10, he says. This quest, yes. Flowen's old training buddy is... I don't want to call him... Oh, shit!
Dylan!
Leveled up?
Son of a bitch.
Well, they're best friends, right? Oh, so this map is inaccurate. There's no tunnel connecting these rooms on the map I'm looking at. And yet here we are. This was probably definitely like a download quest back in the day. I bet like Soul of Steel, that was just dropping hints for episode 2 before it like, you know. Well, episode 2 came packaged with the GameCube version. It wasn't a download thing, so... Like, they probably added it with episode 1 and 2 just to, like, you know, if you play the game in order, episode 1, then 2, yada yada, then you get, like, these hints at things that are gonna happen in episode 2 is what I'm getting at. I really don't know the whole history of how they updated the game. Like, when version 2 of the Dreamcast Phantasy Star Online came out, they raised the level cap to 200, but did they add new content? Or did episode 2 just not come out until the GameCube version? Things like that I don't know. I could easily look it up, but I've just been... Every time I think about it, it's when I'm streaming, and then when I'm not streaming, I'm not thinking about it anymore, so I don't look it up. 20! That interrupted my combo, but thanks. He says, it's no good, because he got hit. Watch it, fool! Last time I did this quest, I had the Soul Eater. At the end of my normal mode playthrough. Ernie! I'll let you take care of that, dude. I don't need to be surrounded by fucking claws. So this just keeps going down this path. But it, oh yeah, that hallway never opens up, so yeah, I can still go back around a different way, I think. Well, you have to go both ways no matter what. At least once. I need to watch my health. Okay, yeah, because you have to hit that. And then eventually we'll have to loop back around, but from the other way, just to be able to, yeah. They purposely made it so that this quest kind of makes you do roundabout things to try to pressure you with the timer, you know? Oh, he can heal me too. He just waits. Until maybe he's in danger or something, I don't know. They didn't want to make the quest too easy, I guess. By making him heal you immediately. Oh yeah, my sword's called Flowing Sword too. Even though it's just a replica, it's like it's made in honor of his friend. He says halfway done. There should only be about 50 more left to finish off. Push these buttons. Yeah, like how are these already open? A bit weird, isn't it? So now we have to go back the other way to open up these two laser gates, basically. These laser fences. Oh, we had to come this way anyway. Not this far, but, you know, to hit that button back through this hallway we're about to go through. So that we could open up the other door. They put, yeah, this button. We had to hit this to open that, so there's no avoiding the backtracking. It's done on purpose to put pressure on you. You know, while we're running back, let me check something. Just checking. Streamer things, just micromanaging something. Alright, we're good. Oh shit. Oh right, you can do that. That was close. So yeah, that hallway never opens up no matter what. It would be very convenient if it did, but it doesn't. $50! More than halfway there, but also halfway on the timer. We gotta hustle. 4 buttons, so they're probably scattered across. Nope, they're over here. Oops. I don't know why I thought I was gonna be able to just keep walking and be fine. Fuck. Only you could actually look up to see where they are, you know? I'm retracing my steps so I don't get caught by another one. There. Okay, I didn't miss any traps. So that finished opening up one more of the laser fences. Donhoff's got this. Uh-oh. Had this. Holy shit, get him, Donoff! Hey, what the fuck? The damn targeting? What the hell was that? The last laser fence button, I think, is behind that door. He's like... Almost done. Almost there. I've got to hang on. Don't die, old man. He's got 12 minutes left. We're in countdown, Dick Clark. Or is there anything behind the button? Okay, no. Those gross, squishy sounds you hear from the living, breathing walls of this place. Dark faults spreading his essence everywhere, taking over the whole ship. That opened up both doors at the same time. It's rare you see a button do that. It's like the only one I've seen that does that, actually. Here, you used up some technique points. Oh, I guess he already... He must have used a mono fluid at some point. Well, some kind of fluid item. Your traps? No? Alright. It. The big game. Let's take these fuckers down. Oh. He says I'm still okay. I know you can take it, it's fine. Did you just say 80? I was mashing, you know, X. I'm using a PlayStation controller, but... It's so hard to hit these guys with the third hit, I don't know why. They just become invincible after 2. used to think it was because they flew really high, but sometimes it seems like it's because they fly too low, too. I don't know. It's really weird. Makes them kind of annoying. It ramps up towards the end. What does? Do you just mean like the intensity because so many enemies pop out? Because if so, then yeah, that's kind of what I like about it. It's just like this big brawl in this huge ass room that we're in, you know? That's why I was like, this is a big game. 90. Last 10. Bring it on, assholes. That's starting with you. You're dangerous. Get out of here. The fuck? What was that? Dude, things are happening. Bells are ringing. What's going on? Oh, there's a special weapon. I just gotta follow. I gotta switch back to the, give me one sec. I think that's what it was. Let me see. Shit! I'll check my alerts in a second. I don't even need to have the map open anymore. 95! 96! 97! Oh, behind on that. $98. Where's the last two? Seriously, where the hell are they? Oh, there they are. Sonoff says that at last 10,000. You did it.
Son of a bitch.
Finally, I killed 10,000 of them. Ooh. Thank you. Now I can go. You go back to the guild to receive your reward. I'll stay here. I have lived enough. Heath. Vaughn says, and there he goes. There goes a great man. Rest in peace. Don't off. Lowen may or may not be with you soon. Gigantos, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I couldn't get to that right away. Things got really intense there towards the end. It got a little crazy. Just a little crazy, you know? But yeah, thank you very much for the follow. Oof. Wow, the music stopped, so now we just hear this heartbeat. Oddly fitting. Poor Donoff, man. Yeah, we cleared the place out at least. There's a bunch of loot at the end. I might go get that. But a moment of silence for our dear departed friend. We only knew him for less than 30 minutes, but seemed like a good guy. Speaking a little bit more seriously though, it is kind of if he knew what happened to his friend Heathcliff, Mr. Flowen, like, you know, I think it would make him really upset and sad to know what happened to him. Really? Somehow I didn't... Okay. Because I didn't run through exactly in the middle of the room, I guess. When I came through with Donoff, somehow that didn't activate. Oops, that was the wrong fucking button. Am I doing the story on easy difficulty? Yes. Yes, I am. episode 1 takes disproportionately longer because of that, but yeah. Oh shit, that's right, I could have gone that way. Well, actually, they're almost just as roundabout, almost. I think it would have been a little quicker, but yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit of a completionist sometimes, especially with games that I like and I'm passionate about. So even though I'm not planning to collect like every special weapon in existence or anything like that, I do want to play through the story on all the difficulties, yeah. And then reach level 200. You know the feeling? Yeah. Glad you can relate. It's, yeah, you know, when I'm really into a game, I'm just like, sure, let's do it again. Why not? Again. That's what I did when I played this on GameCube 20 years ago. I played, did the story on all difficulties. Of course, I never got to play online because I didn't have internet back then. It was always single player, and I also played multiplayer, but you can't do the side story quests. But I played multiplayer with my cousin and my brother. Sometimes 2 of my cousins, so it was a full 4-player party. And we had a lot of fun. It was good times. I got all the way to level 168 or something like that before quitting and moving on. Had a spreadsheet on what I had completed with each character on GameCube. Oh shit, seriously? Okay, you took it to a whole new level. Your max was 128-ish? Yeah, I really liked the game because I kept playing well after like my brother and my cousin lost interest, and I got it pretty fucking high. But we mostly made it all the way to that point almost together. Like we played through Ultimate. We were so excited when we unlocked Ultimate and saw that all the monsters were different. It blew our minds. We did not expect that at all. There's a command I just found out earlier, and I used it on my alt off stream, so that you can see what the special weapon is. Well, it's /show wep, I think. Now showing special weapon names on pickup. Yeah, so now you can see what it is without having to pick it up and get it teched. Useful for knowing if you want to take it or not. Oh, it's another flowing sword. Well, maybe it's stronger than... Well, it's not gonna be stronger than this because I've already grinded the hell out of it. Yeah, it's plus 16, so... But, that's a nice quality of life thing here on Infinia because... You can't sell them. You can't sell special weapons even after you've teched them and stuff. So they're kind of... I mean, you can sell them to another player, but unless it's something super rare, good luck getting anything, you know? So it's like... It's pointless for me to pick it up unless it's something new, basically. So I think I'm just gonna leave that. Either way, there's a bunch of loot in these rooms. There's a bunch of... Yeah, there's a bunch of loot in these rooms, so I'm gonna offload shit anyway. Ultimate was rough at the start because not enough accuracy. Well, a full disclosure, we didn't really have that problem because we discovered the duplication glitch on the first version of the GameCube. The GameCube version of the game. So, using these shops and this NPC here, you know, we just kind of, when we found materials, we just fucking duplicated the hell out of everything. And we just used like 10 to 20 materials of everything that we found. We tried to spread it out evenly because we found out there was a cap to how many materials you could use. So I don't know exactly the builds we did because we just kind of did whatever, but still, I think that gave us a huge advantage. That is definitely felt now, not being able to do that. You definitely feel the difference. Curtis. Oh, that must be like the red... No, the red sword. The red giant sword is actually called a claymore. What the hell is this? I'm too curious. I'll have to put it on outside and see. It's the partisan? That makes sense. Yeah. The one that the blade pops out of? It shouldn't have anything that special. It's a normal weapon. I'm pretty sure it's probably just a standard looking partisan with the red photon blade, I'm guessing. Too far away, we're never gonna use that. No. Here's the claymore, that's the red sword. This is the red handgun, the railgun. So I should finally get rid of this and keep the railgun. Moon atomizer. All that. The music in this game is so well done. Oh no, the special weapon that I left was a flowing sword. The one I already had, so I'll keep that. A saucer plus 2. That must be the red slicer, where it shoots the blades or whatever. Edge, we found out was the red daggers. Let me see what the... Ah, you're doing the grind? The, toward the future, right? Yeah, let's find out. Curtis. Yeah. It's the red partisan. I like the sound of the flowing sword better, but... Well, it's just the normal sword sound. Just mean to say I like the sword sound better. Time to see if I have a duplicate of this or not. I might move those mags. I did have a duplicate of it. Okay. I might move those mags, or what do I have too much of? I'm keeping these for a reason. I'm actually, in fact, it's coming up soon, but these for episode 2. That's for episode 2. Oh yeah, there's not really much I can get rid of. Yeah. Well, I won't be playing this version of the character that much longer anyway. It's fine, actually. If it was actually my main character, yeah, I would probably clear up some room somehow. I think 2 is enough. Yeah, otherwise it's too much. That's what's clogging up the inventory. Just 2 of it, of things that I might use. 1 of everything else. Yeah, like, don't need that or that. Just 2 of them should be fine. Two of these should be fine. All this magic. That's about it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was thinking of moving escape dolls or mags to the shared bank. Okay, let's go pick up the rest of the loot. Except for that. Another pipe! Get down! Can't help myself with that shit. I like that special weapons are marked as a little red blip on the map. Not just special weapons, but I think any of those little red boxes, item boxes. Really nice for when groups are split and you hear the drop. No, they definitely did not. Because I remember first hearing that red box drop sound during this game, and I was like, oh, what the fuck was that? Like, I was like, wow, they put a lot of fanfare when a special weapon or something drops now. Like, that's crazy. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I just don't remember the GameCube version enough because it was 20 years ago, but... For me, I mean. I could be wrong. But yeah, I definitely don't remember that sound effect. That's it. That's everything. The boss room would normally be here. Be a giant teleporter. This actually is it right here. Big circular teleporter unlike the previous boss ones, but it's just deactivated for now. See, you can't even use Ryuker or a telepipe here because it still registers as the boss teleporter, so it's like not letting you do it, yeah. You have to be... Yeah, you have to be far away, like this. Looks like something out of Doom without the port. Very sinister and kind of disturbing looking. This guy says he wasn't just an old hunter. He's special. They never explain how, but maybe just because he's friends with Heathcliff, I don't know. Alicia says, I think it was better for him than sleeping in a comfortable bed. Thanks for taking care of him. Yeah, no problem. He went out the way he wanted to. Good for him. The nurse says, did he say that? Mr. Donov. But I'm a nurse. I can't let him walk around while I know about it. I guess Vaughn told her kind of a half-truth there. Like, yeah, he wanted to go do that, but didn't tell him, you know, he's dead now. She still thinks he's out there. This nurse says, now I understand why we've been so busy these days. Fighting monsters must be totally different from fighting a person. Yeah. Definitely doesn't bother your conscience as much, but it's also... Well, depending on the person, it might be kind of the same, really. I was gonna say they're not gonna hold back the monsters, but I mean... Another person won't be there if they really intend to kill you, so... So long, Donov. Rest in peace, buddy. 9,000 Meseta. Thanks, man. Hi! Was that somebody behind me, or was that somebody down there? Maybe these two are talking with each other. I forget how you do that. I forget the actual, like, shortcut buttons and stuff. Or, for doing the little, like, emotes. I wanted to look it up, too, when I was off stream, and again, I completely forgot. Menu shortcuts or chat shortcuts? So they're set to menu shortcuts right now. So the F keys won't do it. It's gotta have something to do with the chat shortcuts, but... Maybe you have to change that. Try that. They're not doing anything. No. The function keys aren't doing shit. Simple mail. Oh yeah, I forgot there was mail. Send mail or answer service. Really cool. Guild card? My card list, search results, blacklist. Okay. Symbol chat window. I think that must be it. There it is. Alright. I thought you'd see the chat bubble. That's a little odd. Chat menu shortcut. Shift F1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, that's why I couldn't do it earlier. Oh, because this isn't activated. This is just a preview. If you actually want to use them, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you have to do the this, and then no, that's not it. No, it doesn't do it either. Hold on, I think using shift actually did the opposite effect. What if I do a shift now? No, it doesn't. I don't know then. I'll have to look that up. I guess, yeah, I don't know how to use the chat shortcuts. Or at least not the symbol chats like this. Capture? Yeah, I have no idea how to actually use these. I always thought you just kind of... Oh, shit, there we go. But these are just words, though. It's not the actual symbols. Jesus, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. Because one time somebody greeted me like that, and I couldn't say it back to them because I don't know how to do it. Alright, the next one is Seek My Master. Yeah, this one kind of makes sense to do it before this, yeah. A hunter is lost on Regal. What happened? The client is Shino, an android. Quest says, my master, Great Sword Zoke, disappeared. Help me find him. Okay, so after the first playthrough, I had something planned for this quest before we actually get started on it properly. I'm gonna load up this exact quest on a different version of this character on my sandbox account before we actually execute it properly. And I prepped the account already, so I won't have to fumble around with shit, but... yeah. Alright, give me 1 second. Where is it? Okay, I thought so. Shit, that's it, but I'm on the wrong character bank. Damn it. I have to go back, unless I want to create a new character, I have to go back out to the launcher to change it. At least I figured out the password. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're good now. There's something I wanted to show that most people watching this series on YouTube are probably not going to see. If you're just watching the story and you're just watching like the first two playthroughs, you're probably never going to see this, so I'm going to show it now. Let me get into the game first before I get into what I'm talking about. doesn't matter. There we go. I mean, this doesn't matter either, but... Alright. Gonna start the damn quest first. Whoa! Thank God it's not one of those quests where you have to actually do a previous one. Alright, we'll read the dialogue when I'm actually gonna do it. Actually, no, this helps explain it, actually. Never mind. Let's just read it now. I'll skip it the next time. Skip dialogue, no. The android says, "Greetings. My name is Shino. Bon, please help me find my master, Zoke Miyama. I have not received any communication from him since he went to Regal." What? Oh, I understand. It is true that androids these days are independent. But not I. My exterior has been replaced, but I am an older model. I have served Mr. Miyama for over 3 generations. I've always been with my master, but he went to Regal by himself. He would not allow me to accompany him, so I stayed on Pioneer 2. I have been waiting because Zoke ordered it. But he has not returned. He has not relayed any messages either. This is very unusual. I am afraid Zoke is in trouble now. The signal from Zoke's swords are registered to my sensor. I can detect them if they are in close proximity to me. I want to find Zoke with my sensor. Please help me. So there's this optional thing you can do with this quest, and we saw part of this already when I did the normal mode playthrough. It involves this Tekker over here. I don't know if his model, like his character model, I don't know if it's meant to be the same as the one that's in here, which is determined by your section ID. This is section Skylight, so he, like, I guess he specializes in like swords and stuff. Or if this guy's always this model because he specializes in swords, no matter what section ID yours is, you know? It could be that this NPC is always like this. Because he talks about, well, this. He says, "You. Want to hear about the legend of the 4 swords?" Sure. He says, "Long ago, the families of 3 famous blacksmiths were executed by a king. The 3 blacksmiths wanted vengeance against the king and the nation. The 3 blacksmiths and one of their pupils each created a sword. And their nation collapsed soon after. It was said that the 4 swords led the nation to ruin. These 4 swords were said to have the power to destroy a planet. And Zoke, the Great Sword, had 3 of these 4 legendary swords. The legend was so famous that many created the 4th legendary sword. There are so many fakes, it's difficult to tell which is the real one." So, you talk to him like that, he tells you that. You don't have to do this to find it, but now you just keep playing the game. And this isn't gonna happen until you're like on ultimate mode, but as a random monster drop from very specific monsters, meaning you'll have to kill this specific monster over and over and hope you get it, you can find the 3 swords he's talking about. Actually, 4. All 4 of them. You do find 3 of them during this quest, but you don't actually find them as weapons you can equip. They're just part of they're plot devices for the story of the quest to move forward. But the 4th one obviously, well, you know, doesn't appear in this quest. But you can find all 4. And so I actually, with this sandbox account and, you know, being able to materialize items out of thin air that I want whenever I want, a long time ago I was prepping for this. For the hard mode playthrough, I was going to show this since I didn't show it on the first playthrough. I actually have all the swords here. Oh, did I put them in the bank? I think I put them in the bank. Or I don't have the attack power to put them on. No, they're in the bank. I forgot what the hell the last thing I did on this. I think it was that one video where I did the salty run back of Olga Flow when I didn't know how to beat it yet. Anyway, let me put these away. And then I'll demonstrate what they look like. They're in the shared bank. Hey, here they are. The Dimagito, Lavis Cannon, Double Cannon. I'm basically just gonna level myself up to 200 in an instant right now so I can put these all on. I wonder if it's already unlocked or if I can just turn that in. Well, we'll find out in a sec. Here, let me get that. I don't think that's one of them, no. 40. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, I think it's... I'm pretty sure that's not it. He didn't say the names, but here, let me check the, I'm pretty sure I have them all, though. I don't think that's one of them, but let me take it anyway. I think that weapon right there is actually, what does this say? Setsu. That's one, that's two, that's three. Oh no, yeah, that's it. Sanji, Yasha, Kamui, and Ajito. Yeah, so the other one is just... I think it was added in Blue Burst. That last one that I had there. But here, I'll demonstrate them. Level up. This is it, right? Need a target level? Okay, yeah, this is it then. Just had to make sure I had the command right. Level up 200. Well, that's it. That's the end of my series. Thank you for watching Phantasy Star. It's over. We're done with the grind. I'm moving on to the next game.
Bruh.
Yeah, obviously I'm just kidding. So this is, in no particular order, Sanji, AUW 1963 model, made by Jo-un. Here we go. What's this? Oh! So it has like a gold hilt. Yeah, like a bit of a gold hilt. And then we have Yasha, which Inuyasha is obviously named after. Famous sword. Like Japanese samurai lore, I'm guessing. This one, I don't like the hilt so much. It's reminiscent of like those swords where the hilt looks just like the sheath, so it kind of blends in, which is kind of cool, but it's so simplistic looking, I don't like it. Alright, so there's that. And then you can actually combine them. You have to hold one in your hand, I believe, like this. And then you have to use the other one from the item menu. I think, something like that. You have to do this. Not equip, because that'll just replace it in your right hand. You put use. And then the stats of the one that you're holding carries over. So, which one has the higher stats? It looks like they're the same. So if you've grinded them, I guess, and that one of them's different, make sure that you're holding the one that's higher attack power before you do this. I just read this, I don't know how it's gonna... There, I just used it. And it turned into Sanji and Yasha. Now they're both together. Together, not together. Like that. However, if you notice, one of them looks different. Like, what is that? One of them never had a purple hilt. That's because they fucked up. That one with the purple hilt is not... It's not Sanji. Sanji was the first one. Look, we have Yasha in the right hand, but Sanji's not the one in the left. We just had it on. That's not it. They fucked up when they did this. And it's not the same with the one I have grinded here. It's the same thing. See, it's the purple hilt. And they actually gave you, even though it's supposed to be Sanji and Yasha, they actually gave us Kamui, the third one. I did my research on this. It was weeks ago, but I did my research, see? It's Kamui. Has a purple hilt. Very short too. But yeah, for some reason when you put on Sanji and Yasha, you get Kamui and Yasha actually. And apparently they just didn't fix that, even with also you can't separate them once they're put together, like that's it. You no longer have the two separate versions. But yeah. And for those wondering what it looks like to use a double sword, I haven't done this on my stream yet because I haven't found one of these, but oh! That's fucking sick. I was really hoping the dragon would have dropped the Musashi blades, which are the most basic and beginner double swords to do this, you know? But no luck. It has a 1/16th chance on hard mode, and I fought the dragon twice. One because of that quest, and that didn't drop, unfortunately, but if it had, I'd have been doing this for the last, like, several streams of this playthrough. This shit kicks ass, man. I'm gonna fight some assholes real quick. I can't not do it, you know? Oh! Is he blocking by turning, like, the blade sort of backwards? What is he doing? Musashi and Yamato are the only duels you've ever found? I think those are the only duels we ever found back in the GameCube days also. When we played on no, it didn't take till Ultimate. We found them on very hard, I believe. We found Musashi, and as soon as I found Musashi, I just started using them as my main weapon, because this is awesome. Yeah, I think he was doing this with the sword to block. Like, he still uses the barrier right here, but, like, he was doing this. I couldn't really tell with the camera angle, but yeah. There's one more after Yamato, the red blade, before you get into the territory of, like, really super secret special weapons like this. I forgot the name of that one. I have the wiki open. Let me see real quick. What was that one called? The red one. Let's see. Weapons. Weapon types. Melee. Twin swords. Yep, it's Musashi, Yamato. I think it's Asuka. Yeah, Asuka are the red ones. That's the third upgrade, basically. And then you get into the special ones like Sanji and Yasha, what I'm holding right now, even though it's actually Kamui and Yasha. And then it's, Jizai was added for Blue Burst, I believe. This was, I think, not available in the GameCube version. Let me see, I think it says right here. Jizai is a rare twin sword. They are the strongest twin swords in the game and are popular due to their relative ease of attainability. They are frequently used to dispatch high evasion enemies without the use of special attacks. Jizai's health special is also very popular for killing satellite lizards and yaois in episode 4. I haven't played episode 4, so I don't know what the hell it's talking about, but okay. Due to the weapon's high attack accuracy, potential usage with hit percent, and its synergy with the unit called Proof of Sword Saint. So I don't know if these were available on GameCube or not. I think maybe they were, but Jizai can be created by equipping one of Garen or Shurin, two other single sabers, I'm guessing. Let me see. Yeah, so you can find these independently, just like Sanji and Yasha, and hold them in one hand, and then just do the same thing as Sanji and Yasha, where you hold one of them and you use the other one from the item menu, and then you get this. It's the same thing. Yeah. This combination must be performed by a hunter with at least 800 attack power. What about Sanji and Yasha? Because you have to have enough attack power to qualify for even equipping this, which I think is different from the attack power required to equipping either one separately. So you also have to fulfill that requirement before you're allowed to do that, I think. So here, let me check. The requirement for this is 800. What's the requirement for either one of the two swords? Well, one of them requires 850, so... yeah, in fact, what the hell? Separately, they each require 850, but put together like this, they only require 800. So you're definitely going to be able to do it as soon as you get them. Now for Sanji and Yasha, it's 800, the requirement is 800. Sanji was 650, Yasha was 650. So when you first get them, if you're at 650, you're not going to be able to fuse them into Sanji and Yasha until you get up to 800 attack power in your character, basically. Then you can fuse them. Which I just demonstrated. This one though, you actually require more attack power to use them separately than like this. Is interesting. It does have a purple wave. Anyway, we're getting a little sidetracked here because these swords are not even part of the lore of this quest. But yeah, the 3 swords were the Kamui and the Sanji and Yasha, which I just showed right here. And then the 4th sword that even Zoke, who owns the other 3, never got is this one. Now, like that one guy just said, there's a bunch of fake copies of this running around, and only one real one. They have a number. See how it says Agito 1975? If it has any other number, and the description is also different. This one says AUW 1975 model made by Dosetsu. If it has any other number, it's gonna say it was made by someone else, a different manufacturer, not Dosetsu. If you find this one, 1975, made by Dosetsu, you found the real one. But in order to actually confirm it's the real one, you need to go talk to that guy during this quest, like we just talked to him, with it in your inventory like we have it now. And then he'll actually tech it. I've never seen this before, so it's gonna be new to me too, because I never found this thing on GameCube 20 years ago. But yeah. This guy says, in Zoke, the Great Sword had 3 of these 4 legendary swords. I think you can't have it equipped, otherwise you won't say anything. Or it might just not work because of the fact that, you know, we kind of just spawned it into existence. Sandbox account things. Yeah, he doesn't say anything. But normally you would have to find that and then take it to him and he would tell you like, oh shit, you know, this is the one, and he checks it. Not this guy though. It has to be this dude over here. So maybe there's a requirement where you have to complete the quest first and then come back and do it again after you complete all the quests, and then he says something. I don't know. Either way, that's what I heard basically. You take it to him and he actually verifies that it's the real thing basically. Let me go back into the rooms real quick. There's one more thing I was gonna say, but what was it? Agito 1975, the real version of Agito which upgrades to Orochi Agito. Yeah, see, it is supposed to upgrade. It says it can be refined into Orochi Agito in the quest Seek My Master by talking to the techer near the bank with Agito 1975 in the inventory. The attributes from the Agito 1975 will not transfer to the resulting Orochi Agito, so you're trading in the weapon. Yeah, the actual real one looks very different. Since he's not doing it, like I was hoping he would, I'll just spawn the real one. The actual Orochi Agito. So let me, I was hoping I wasn't gonna have to do this, but I guess I have to. Because I have to look up the item list and everything all over again, but it's whatever. Okay, let me open with another tab. Yeah, so maybe this one's a forum post from one of the Affinia administrators. Soda Boy, staff member. Oh, he changed his profile picture recently. Okay, let's see. Item creation notes. Stats really don't matter too much, but I'll just copy what's on the wiki, make it true to form. Special is dim. Opposite of katana. I have the item list open. Let me see. Control F. Orochi Agito. There it is. The hex is 001,000. Okay. That's easy to remember, actually. Yeah, just 1,000. Let me take a picture of the template real quick. To make an item, to make weapons, do this. Okay, that's the format. A lot of technical shit going on right now. Just bear with me for a sec. Yep, there it is. So the format is /item. I'll put the hex for the weapon here. Which is 01000. 1, 2, 6. There might have been one more 0 there. Yeah, I was like, that's not lining up. There was supposed to be one more 0 on the in front over here, like that. The 001,000, and now you put the grind. What is the max grind for this? 0. It can't have one, so just put a 00 here. Okay. And then what else? The special, the 2 digits for the special, which is dim. So let me find that real quick. Well, I did this off stream for all the other weapons because it can be a little time consuming. Meanwhile, Shino's like, Zoke, please be well. She's worried and I'm over here doing this shit. Like,
Bruh.
Special and weapon, it's a double digit. Weapon special value, dim is... Oh Jesus, there's a lot of specials. It's 1F, okay. Oh, I can just put 1F here. Okay. Oh, you have to put the commas too, my bad. Comma, 1F, 00, and then for the... What were the P's again? Percentages on weapon. Oh, these I think I can just leave as 0 because yeah, that's not even listed on the wiki. I'll just put in a bunch of zeros for this. Okay, so I'm at 00 after the special, so it's 1, 2. Oh, didn't click into the game. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, comma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did it. I don't know why I called it dim Orotiaguito. Maybe I didn't have to put a special on it and it would have had dim anyway, but whatever. Same thing. It works for this. There. So this is what it looks like once that guy texts it for you. If you find the Orotiaguito 1975 and you take it to that guy during this quest, you have to launch this quest, he will turn it into this, the real thing. Like he'll... Because if you notice, the original one is kind of rusty. Like, it's the real thing, but it looks all rusty and worn out, see? Once you take it to him, he cleans it up for you, though. Yeah, it's all rusted out. I didn't make the real one because I figured he would just, you know, do the thing, but he didn't. He just kept saying, you know... Yeah, he didn't turn it into this. I would have liked to see the dialogue. I'll probably just look up a YouTube video of it later, but... You know. Again, it's probably because of the fact that I spawned it, like maybe because it doesn't have the exact stats it's supposed to have because I don't know what they're supposed to be, and I just spawned it into existence. The game might not register as the actual weapon, and so that's why he doesn't respond to it. I think that's the most likely explanation, because of the fact that when you spawn items or weapons, you can give them random stats and all that, you know? Oh, you never saw her speak? So that's that's something I discovered while playing on Blueburst Affinia, when I started this, like... Wow, it's almost been 2 months since I started playing Phantasy Star, but... If you idle long enough with any NPC, they all say something. She's not the only one. If you sit here just like this for a really long time, any character you're with will say something. So Bernie will say, okay, let's take a break. Like saying, all right, this guy just wants to stand here. Let's take a break. Like, they lose their patience with you. Eleanor said, like, they all have something they say. I haven't checked everybody. I should. I do play off stream. I should check it, but still, they all say something. It's quite funny. Because, I think Alicia, who we just saw during the Donoff quest, she says, like, she's impatient. So during her quest, where you have her with you, she says, just a quick break, okay? Like, saying, like, let's not try to take too fucking long, all right? Like, come on. She's just like...
Bruh.
You suck!
But yeah, some of them get impatient. Well, they all do, but they all have a different way of expressing it, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I think that pretty much covers it for the swords. For the extra optional lore regarding these swords. Oh, what I was gonna say, you said you never found anything besides the Yamato, right? And I never found these either 20 years ago, right? None of these swords. I'm gonna tell you why. The drop rate for any one of these motherfuckers... Here, the wiki's open. Let me just show you right now how hard it is to find one of these. So the Agito 1975. Only on ultimate difficulty. With my section ID, which specializes in finding swords, section Skyline, you can get it from a guild chick. E2, I believe it's called. an episode 2 in the VR spaceship, and an episode 2 ultimate guild chick, those normal like robots that punch you and stuff. And it has a drop rate of 1 out of 33,608. Good fucking luck with that. Now, if you really want to find it, like, you have a practical chance, you need to play on Ultimate and have Pinkall as your section ID, and then defeat a Pal Rappy. I actually found one of those off stream today when I was playing on a... Because right now, Infinia for the regular servers are having increased rare monsters. So you have to fight Rappies until a rare version of the Rappy appears, called the Pal Rappy, while playing on Ultimate, while having the Pinkall section ID, and then you will have a 1 out of 21.3 chance for this sword to drop. The stars and the moon have to align for you to even have a chance at getting this fucking thing, basically, is what I'm getting at. Yeah, Apex, that's why you never found it. Like, that's why you or I, no matter how many hours we put into Ultimate, never found this fucking thing, or any one of these swords. That's how rare they are. Another way to get it, with a 1 out of 21.3 chance, is with the section ID Whitehill? I don't know if you pronounce it Whitehill, because it's the white one. It's the only white one. The white section ID called Whitehill from a Mill Lily in episode 1 on Ultimate. A Mill Lily is, it's just the regular lilies, I think, that appear in Ultimate mode in the caves. Oh no, it says rare. No, in parentheses it says rare. So again, just like the Pal Rappy, it has to be the rare version of the monster, which is pretty fucking rare, even with the boost that we get every 4 weeks or whatever. And again, 1 out of 21.3 chance. It is ridiculously rare to get these fucking things. Yeah, it's the red one. I just saw the picture of it. It's the red one. It's the red lily, but it's on Ultimate mode. Not just any regular red lily on lower difficulties. It has to be on Ultimate. It's crazy. And it has to be the episode 1. It says right there on the wiki. It's episode 1, red rare lily. The Mill Lily it's called. So there's your two. The Pal Rappy or that. And you'll get a 1 out of 21.3 chance of getting this from those. With those section IDs only, though. You need Pinkall or Whitehill, and those monsters respectively. What's... Americus from another plant enemy. Oh, the boss plant enemy from episode 2. You can also drop it if you have Perplenum on Ultimate mode with a 1 out of 1,280 chance. It's pretty fucking bad. Like, that's because it's not a rare monster. Yeah, they really wanted to make it like a huge accomplishment to get these fucking things. They're all pretty much like this. I'll just glance at Sanji and Yasha real quick. Just to see. I'm pretty sure it's the same shit. It's like they're all super rare. Sanji drops... Okay, they're not that bad in comparison. You can get Sanji with a 1 of 2 chance, so a 50% chance from killing the Mill Lily with either Section Skylight, my section ID, or Yellow Bows, the one that makes Meseta drop. There's also 1 in 350 chance with the Pan Arms in episode 1. Again, all ultimate difficulty with Viridia and Redria. And that's it though. But yeah, otherwise your best chance is the Mill Lily, again, that super rare red lily on ultimate mode with Section Skylight or Yellow Bows. 50% chance of getting Sanji. Let's look up Yasha. Yasha, only 2 section IDs can get it. Viridia or Skylight, again, the one that I have. They both have atrocious drop rates. Melqueak or Indy Belra, regular enemies, but it's a 1 in 67,216 chance with Viridia, and 1 out of 28,807 chance with Section Skylight. Unbelievable. You'll be killing monsters for fucking weeks. Well, days, weeks, months till you get that shit. Could take forever, you might never get it. That's the thing about random chance. Now Kamui, the third one, you need Section Greenhill or Perplenum. Either one of those will get you a 50% chance drop rate from a rare Hildy tour on Ultimate. So the rare version of the Hildy bears that appear on Ultimate mode. And that's it. I think that's all the swords. Yeah, because I just talked about the Orochiquito, so yeah. That's it. Super rare monsters. And even then, your chances are very low. Even with the correct section ID, even killing the correct super rare monster, you're still 50% chance at best for any one of these fucking things. This is why we never found any of them. As kids 20 years ago, we were just like, we had no chance. That's why I made this sandbox account. This brings me full circle to why I did this just now, instead of just going right into the quest, because again, for those just watching for the story, I wanted to include this here as a little bit of extra lore for you guys, because even when I continue my road to 200 on my regular character, I may never find these swords. All the way to 200, I may never find them. So I wanted to show this now because it's probably the only time we're ever gonna see these fucking things. I have seen somebody on YouTube who's a content creator for Phantasy Star games that does have, I believe, Sanji and Yasha. I've seen him use it. This is a YouTuber called Sanji, or he's called Section Skyline, appropriately enough. He really likes the section ID, and I actually used some of his tutorial videos for Affinia to get started on this server, because he talked a little bit about how to get started on the Affinia Blueburst servers, and I'm pretty sure he had these. I saw it in some of his videos for his character. But yeah, so that's it. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this. Yeah, I'll switch back to my normal account and then we can actually do this quest. But that's the extra lore dump for this. Alright, time to switch accounts again. Make sure it works. We're in. I have to change character banks again, but yeah, we're in. I hackerman's my way back into the other account. I'll just change character banks in game. Less of a hassle, I think. C bank. 2. Doing this again. There we go. Hitting the chat. Alright, before we actually start this quest, let me actually just start it back up again. We read the lore and everything already, so, you know, we don't need to do that again. I can skip the dialogue at first. We went ahead and started. What do these other fools say, actually? This guy says, Great Sword Zoe? Of course I've heard of him. All hunters have. I just know him by name. He's a legendary hunter who uses 3 weapons. I heard the government keeps an eye on him because of his power. He's not that young now. And there's this guy. I'm doing this, I'm gonna skip it, but I'm talking to him again because it activates the ability to be able to, you know, use him later to tech the sword in the off chance that I find him. Although I'm not going to on this version of the character, I'm not going to keep playing it after, but, you know, just crossing my T's, dotting my I's and all that. Yeah, before we get going, I'm gonna take a short break though, because it's been well over an hour. That whole explanation that I gave on the swords and everything took up quite a bit of time. But I'll leave it here because the music here is a lot nicer, you know, than these monsters are gonna spawn there. Yeah. Here, I'll leave it here, and then you can see Shino getting impatient with the fact that I went to take a break, and she's just gonna be like,
Bruh.
You bastard! Son of a bitch!
I'll be back in a bit.
Surprise, motherfucker!
We're back. Let's get on with it. I got the map open and everything. I got set up before I hit the button announcing I was back, so we could just get right into it. Tell Shino you don't have to worry about your master that much longer. We're gonna find him. Jesus. Dudes are getting snappy. Oh. Pick up the damn money. Here we go. Alright, just gotta make sure everything's working. We started there, we're there, okay. You fucking asshole! I thought he was gonna roar like the other dudes, but no, he was like, fuck you, just immediately smacked my ass. They tend to do that when you're too close to them when they spawn. They skip the roar and stuff and they just go right after you. Saber's left arm. Well, look at that.
Dylan! Son of a bitch!
Yeah, Shino, you were never gonna win that fight hitting him from the front, but at least you didn't die. Holy shit. Can you use this right away, or no? You don't. You have to get it refined. Body parts of an enemy. It is said that someone can turn it into a weapon. His left arm is actually the shield he uses to block your attacks, so this actually turns into a shield, but I forget how. Well, I think we still have the wiki here. There's a certain quest you have to launch, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, you can also get his right arm and turn that into the Del Saber's Buster, which is a saber type weapon, the single target ones that you've seen me use. One of those. Let's see, left arm. Someone can turn it into a weapon. Obtainable exclusively from killing Del Saber. It can be converted into a shield of Del Saber. We've seen some NPCs wearing this already in hard mode. By completing the episode 1 side story quest, Doc's Secret Plan, then speaking to Montague on Pioneer 2 and either of the side story quests, Dr. Osto's Research or Unsealed Door, which we've already completed. So I'm gonna have to complete all the side quests in the game and then relaunch Osto's Research or Unsealed Door so I can get this turned into, or I can just go back to normal mode where all my quests are completed and do it there. Right after we're done with this, basically. Yeah, that's actually much easier. Just go back to normal mode where my quests are all completed and just launch one of those and go find Dr. Montague. He'll turn it into a shield for me. It had 1 out of 183 chance of dropping with section skyline on hard mode. So hey, I got, you know, kind of lucky. Those are the best odds too. There's several section IDs that give that drop rate on hard mode. Some on higher difficulties, but for the most part on hard mode, yeah. Cool. Alright, back to the quest. One of Montague's quests, he's chilling in the lobby, but I forget which. Oh, you were typing that as I was reading all that, okay. That was one of the things the Prima guide got right. I wish I remembered more about what that guide said. Because I'm not really, I don't even know if that is the guide that I used. I'm pretty sure it is, though. I don't think there was any other one. Because it sounds familiar, like it did have a lot of inaccuracies and all that. Like it was a very vague guide. It didn't surprise me even back then because of the nature of the game, I think. Detour. Oh yeah, this quest does have an optional detour, yeah. Wait, what am I... Did I not upload my shit earlier? Oh shit. I mean, it's either that or I already filled up that quickly. I feel like we barely started though. No, I did offload everything from the quest we just did before this, so... Gun plus... Yeah, we have a railgun, so we... You guys put them both away, yeah. Until later. Yeah, no duplicates. Alright, let's go. Oh wait, why the hell do I have a telepipe? Definitely don't need that. Just hella trolls and gets in the way. Did I ever find the right arm? I might have found the right arm once or twice back in the GameCube base. Yeah. Definitely haven't found it on, you know, Infinia yet. Or did I? Was it in my bank? I might have found it actually. Actually, I think it's on one of my other characters. But I didn't know what to do with it, and I didn't look it up on the wiki. Until just now. So now I know what to do with it. Yeah, I think I do have the right arm. Oh, let's see. Is there... Field of Delsaver. It doesn't say anything about a... Oh, there's an aesthetic effect. They're showing there's a little gif of Karik holding both the sword, the right arm and the left arm, the sword and the shield. And the shield is like doing that little like ghost like energy thing that it does before you hit him one time and it disappears. The Delsaber, I mean. So there seems to be an aesthetic effect if you have them both equipped, yeah. But that's it. There's no... Oh, wait, yeah, there's a stat boost, yeah. It says set effect. Del Saber's Buster. If you combine it with Shield of Del Saber, it gives you plus 100% weapon attack power and plus 100% barrier evasion. So it doubles your attack power and it doubles your evasion. Holy shit, dude. Well, the attack power and the evasion of the weapons, the sword and shield themselves, not your base stats. So that's a very important caveat. Yeah. But yeah, it's still pretty good though. That's nothing to turn your nose up at. That's pretty decent. Chino says nothing while staring at this waterfall. He's having a flashback. There's Bernie.
Dylan!
No, Bernie. I'm guessing this is Zoke. He's holding Sanji. Yeah, he has the Sanji and Yasha combo on here, which is actually Kamui, but you know. He says, Shino, you fool!
You bastard!
She says, yeah, I'm alright. No, you're not alright. You're an older model, so you can't handle intense combat. Now go back to Pioneer 2. Shino says, but... Zoke says, no buts. I am ordering you as your owner. Bernie's like, yep, I'm staying out of this. This has nothing to do with me. He just walks off. Shino says nothing. Okay, I understand. I think Bernie's whispering to him. He says, are you sure about this? Zoke says nothing. He says, it doesn't matter. She'd be a burden to us if she came along. I want to know what machine guns she's holding, actually. I really want those. They look really cool. They have a sleek, simple but sleek design. There they go. I like how much Bernie's, you know, big ass weapon. He says Zoke. I like how much his big ass weapon matches, like, the color scheme of it matches his fucking outfit and everything, which is just the default, Ramar, the human ranger that you can create. Kind of funny, honestly. I didn't know about this secret little alcove before. The last time I did this quest, I never found this button, obviously, and so I never found out how to open those last two laser fences in that first room. HS-25 Justice? Where do you find it is what I want to know. I guess I can just look up the wiki now, but that was a mystery that always haunted me as a kid. I was like, where do you get that weapon, you know? Probably just another super rare monster drop, I bet. Now what? A DB saver? Oh shit! I shouldn't have picked that up. Well, I don't have a choice because we're fighting here, so. Oh. No signal on this floor, says Shino. Let us move on to the next floor. So she remembers... The big thing about this is she's implying that she's like an older model that has to depend on her master and like follow his orders. And yet, she's showing signs of advanced intelligence and sentience. Mostly just sentience. Because she's literally defying his order and going back to look for him again. Even after he already scolded her for looking for him once and putting herself in danger, right? So they're showing that there's a deeper connection rather than her just wanting to serve her master blindly, basically. That flashback is interesting for establishing that sort of character development, I guess. Those must be locked from the other side. We got a shooting range. I'll blast all these fools right now. Good, he can't hit us. I'll admit, I did not take into account that he could rocket punch us. I forgot. And I just got extremely lucky that he's too high up to hit us. And life gives you lemons, right? Fuck all these fools. Okay. What the fuck you up to? Cool. Alright. Evade material. Yes, please. Try grinder. Yes, please. Lock material. Yes, please. Dude. Holy shit, man. I didn't realize I'd picked up so much rare shit. I'm surprised Shino didn't get hit by that. She got so fucking lucky. This dude's donkey punch. He's all dizzy now. But here's where the detour is. It's that door straight ahead. Holy shit. God, that staggered him. The detour is this way. You can't hit them where she's at because that hits them. Suck it, nerds. Now she can hit them. She was inside the hallway, so her bullets weren't leaving the hallway and hitting them at all. Yeah, those machine guns look fucking sick, man. The wiki says she has served 3 generations of great swords. Guess it's a title? Oh. Wow. And yet is disobeying an order. Probably just because like he's a character that was just made for telling the story of the swords more than anything. But also like just for this quest, I think. He might be the other... Now this is just going back to the huge quest line we did before this, you know, the past few streams. Bernie said him and his partner were investigating black paper or something else along those lines. One of the last times we met him in the caves before he ran off, he said maybe you could like join us and help us out, and then the earth shook like it does in a lot of these quests here down in the ruins, and he was like, oh shit, I gotta go, and he ran off. And that was the last time we saw him. We never saw Bernie again after that, after we had talked to him several times about Sue before that. So I'm guessing he obviously was probably talking about Zoke being his partner slash friend that he was working with on whatever they were investigating, and he was probably gonna invite us to like help them out. But then, you know, he runs off, and then this quest still happens, where we didn't go along with them, and instead we helped Zoke's android try to track him down. So it connects pretty well to this quest too, that whole storyline. That's what makes it pretty obvious that it's the canon storyline and not the, you know, the one where you fight Karik and take his soul eater. Is clearly not the canon version of the story. It's just to get a, you know, it's just to get the soul eater. That's it. Yeah, I'd never done the canon version of that whole questline as a kid either, because the Prima guide or whatever guide I was using definitely didn't know how to do it. It only knew how to guide me to the Soul Eater, but not the actual canon route. Also, the guide I used was for the Dreamcast version, which did not have the Soul of Steel quest. That was a downloadable quest that came out later, and since we didn't have online, obviously we never got it. So I never got to play Soul of Steel until the GameCube version. And we never had a guide for that one, so that was why I couldn't actually see like the whole canon ending to that whole thing until now. Until literally last stream, which was yesterday, I think. Holy shit. Stick to the walls. I think that's a good general rule for evading those. Oh, this is useless. That's just kind of a moment. Can't break that. You have to go around. That's annoying. Seems like there's two routes to go to the next, yeah, to go to the next level. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can either come in from this side or go in from the south side by taking that warp back there. Okay. It's kind of an optional warp thing. Just for... to go through an extra room, more enemies. Bob and weave. I really wish there was a good trick for that. Oh yeah, that floor has... the floor in this hallway sounds weird. For no reason. You hear that shit? It's like squishy floor, but it's not. It's very unnerving and off-putting. That one there was at the same tile set. Yeah, exactly. Look. Sounds solid here. I don't know what the hell happened with the audio programming there. Why can't I hit them? I literally could have killed him before he did that if I could hit him. I don't know why they become invincible suddenly. It's like the claws. There's just like something happens where like you just can't hit them until you move a little bit and then you can hit them. You have to like move your position a little. It's so weird. then I could target him again, but then it was too late. He got his attack off before I could hit him. Finish him off. I don't think it was the case that we were too close to the door either, because I know that's a problem in the ruins too, but... Well, this one's kind of a waste of money. Oh, that's kind of cool. Fix that. Leave that there. Every damn time. The third hit just misses. Can you turn them into team points without identifying them? Oh yeah, that's what I can do with them. Finally. Yeah, I forgot about that. You turn them in for team points. The other day I kept thinking about, what do you do with special weapons? You can't sell them for money. So what the hell's the point is what I was thinking, right? And I completely forgot, even though several streams ago I found out, to get the dressing room... Shino, don't fucking die, holy shit. To get the dressing room, you actually have to get a bunch of team points, and I even made a team for myself so I could get the points to do that. And I'd completely forgotten, because it was a long time ago, I completely forgot that you're supposed to get points by turning in special weapons. I wonder if that works even on a classic character like this. It should, because that's something that happens out in the lobby where you can interact with anybody, so... Yeah, it shouldn't matter if I'm on a classic character. Yeah, it takes quite a lot, and also I heard, they nerfed it. Or actually, I saw the proof myself. I looked through forum posts about it because I was looking up to see if the dressing room was available, because I did like that feature on the GameCube version where you just had to have 10,000 in the set. It was pretty easy. And I was like, dude, where's the dressing room feature? And then I dug around quite a bit on the forums for Affinia and then saw everything about it. It actually used to cost like more than twice as much what it costs right now on Affinia to get the dressing room. The official Bluebird servers, it costs more than twice as much team points to get the dressing room. It was crazy. Yeah. It was pretty bad. I was like, well, I'm very happy that I made sure I liked the design of my characters before I committed to them. I only found that I had no idea about any of that either until I started playing on Affinia. My first Blueburst experience is Affinia. I never played during the official servers because I had internet by that point, but I still couldn't pay the subscription, obviously. But also, I just never heard of it. I didn't know that another version of Phantasy Star had come out after episode 1 and 2 on the GameCube. I never heard of it. The first time I heard of Blueburst was when it had already been shut down and there was only private servers. In like the early to mid 2010s. So between 2010 and 2015. And I remember I was like, all right, let me check it out because I wanted to chase the nostalgia back then. And I forgot which private server was the one that was recommended to me. And I installed it on my old computer, not the one I'm using now, but the computer I had before this one. It was a mess to get it started. Like, you had to download this WinRAR file, basically a zip file. And you had to like install it in a very specific way. It was still very janky, like it would crash all the time when you tried to start it. It was like MapleStory. And then I was disappointed because as soon as I logged in, I realized all you could actually do was play the online multiplayer mode. They didn't have the offline single player version or any kind of imitation of it like this has, where you can actually play the side story quests. So, and that was like the biggest part of the experience for me, because that's how I played it a lot growing up. So I was disappointed by that and I stopped playing after like a couple hours. I don't remember which private server it was, or even if it's one of the ones that are still around now. I don't know. I can't remember. I just remember it was a jank-ass download and install. It was very jank. But yeah, I'd never heard of Blueburst until then. Until I started playing one of the private servers because the official ones had been shut down already. No. Full. Oh! Stop pushing him back, Gino. I can't get behind him. Stack had a weird setup ages ago. I might have been the one then. It was the early days of private servers for this game because even if the official servers had been gone for a while, nobody had had enough nostalgia yet to make a server like this one anyway, where it's like it's so true to the original, very little changes, so that you get that sort of authentic experience from back then, for the most part. You know, just with some quality of life upgrades that we all appreciate, like not losing your weapon and your money when you die, or having it dropped and having to pick it up. Yeah, I think it just hadn't been long enough, and also people just, you know, the people who made these servers had to slowly figure out the coding of the game and everything to get them up and running and make them as smooth as they are now. You know, like this private server is so smooth and easy to set up. Affinia, I mean. Like, it's literally like getting the official game. Like, you literally just go and you go to the website for Affinia, and then you just click download, double click, done. It just installs itself like as if you're buying and downloading the official game. It's like that's not something you really see with you know, fan-made projects like a private server. Definitely, like Resident Evil Outbreak is the only other private server I engage with. And even now, it's still not that simple. They're getting it pretty close to making it that simple and easy to install and get to playing online or whatever. It's getting pretty close, but it's been years since that private server's been up for years. obsrv.org it's called. It's been up for fucking years, and it's only now just getting streamlined so that you can actually just play it like a double click and not have to go through a bunch of jank shit to get it set up. Ultima is so far removed from vanilla at this point, just as easy to set up on Steam Deck. Outbreak is one that really deserves a new energy with today's internet. Yes! Yes. A streamer I watch a lot that loves the Resident Evil series. You might even know who he is, but he passionately talks about how Outbreak would do really, really well if it had just been released one generation later, where it could just, you know, still be up on official PlayStation Network and Xbox Live servers. Yeah, it would have been amazing, honestly. It would be great if they could even port it and bring it back that way, you know? Or just a simple remaster, but even just a port is fine. Reminder that a remaster is literally just updating and smoothing out the graphics. Still the same game. So they wouldn't have to like make new... They would be able to preserve the game. If they did an actual remake of it, where you make the game from scratch, just inspired off the old one, they would definitely cut a lot of... Like, realistically, it would definitely cut a lot of content, and that would kind of suck. Either way, though, just having a co-op Resident Evil, like... Resident Evil Resistance is literally Outbreak, but then they... It's like they were making a modernized Outbreak, and then they turned it into a asymmetrical PvP game for some fucking reason at the last second. Like, all you have to do is take away the player that plays as the... whatever the hell they called it, the villain that attacks the other, you know, 4 players, basically. And you literally just have it right there. You have the skeleton for a modern Outbreak. With Resident Evil Resistance, I mean. The game that came free, quote-unquote, with Resident Evil 3 Remake. Yoshino says nothing after the ground shook, and then she says, it's not an earthquake. She knows. She's like, this place is cursed. As if the horrific demonic monsters we're seeing here wasn't enough of a clue. I like how those tendrils that almost look like hair growing out like their upper back, how they do this whenever they get hit or when they swing their sword a certain way. It could have been so good, right? Like, if they had just made Resident Evil Resistance a co-op game instead of an asymmetrical PvP game, that would literally be the new Outbreak right there. And they even made so many assets for it. The number of outfits you can unlock for all the characters is insane. There's so many cosmetics, and it's just like... such wasted potential is what it was. So instead of learning from that and being like, oh, I guess, you know, Resident Evil fans don't actually want a PvP game. No, instead they say, well, maybe they don't want an asymmetrical one. So then we get, what is it called again? RE-verse? Again, free with Resident Evil Village. There's a reason I'm saying it in quotes too. Where it's like, it's just straight up, literally mindless PvP. It's not even asymmetrical anymore. It's literally just... It's like you're... I don't even know how to describe it or what to compare it to, but it's just nonsense. I'm sure it was a lot of fun with friends when it came out if you had friends to play it with, but like... It's one of those games you can just pick up and put down within a few minutes or a few hours and you'll have gotten the full experience from it. It's just... nonsense. It's just bullshit. There's like no depth to that game at all. Complete trash. Worse than Resistance. That's it, yeah. 2 rounds of it and you're good. You've pretty much experienced the entire game. Even 1 round is enough, actually. And yet they gave it a battle pass and did all this other dumb shit with it. It's like... Why? Like, I don't know who the hell... It's like Capcom doesn't look at the feedback of... At least not the people who work on Resident Evil games. It's like they don't actually pay attention to any of the real feedback from their players. Otherwise they would know nobody wants a fucking PvP game. But those were just the 2 latest experiments in PvP. Like... Their actual first major Resident Evil PvP game was Umbrella Corps, which is literally just a Call of Duty ripoff. Like, shameless ripoff of Call of Duty is what it is. It's barely any different. And they released it as an anniversary gift. What a slap in the face to Resident Evil fans. I forget if it was the 15th or 20th anniversary, but... a game no Resident Evil fan actually wants at all ever or asked for, and that's the anniversary gift. Ridiculous how out of touch they are. Yeah, and it was a glitch-filled mess. The single player was a pile of garbage. It was so insanely hard too. Like you die in 2 hits of literally anything, even a crow pecking you. Like you're squishier than any other Resident Evil character has ever been in the whole franchise. But that was outside of the single player for that game. It was meant to be like a team-based, tactical, basically Call of Duty ripoff with a few zombies and zombie dog type enemies that, and crows too, but they mostly ignore you in the PvP. They're just kind of there. Like unless you provoke them, they don't even attack either team. They're programmed to attack both teams, but they hardly do it. Just ridiculous. Yeah, Operation Raccoon City definitely could have been a successor to Outbreak back in the PS3 days, for sure. It's obviously a completely different feel to it. Like, it's not like Outbreak at all. But definitely still better than all the modern PvP bullshit we've been getting that we just mentioned. Yeah, 100%. You know what I liked about Operation Raccoon City? I have it on PS3 too. The normal campaign was like, whatever. It was just, it felt like kind of a mess, which I expected though. My expectations were low. It's a third-party game. It was made by the people who do SOCOM. It wasn't even made by Capcom. That said though, the DLC they released, when I got that and played that, that was like the real campaign. That was like such a huge step up in quality for the campaign. The DLC campaign where you play as the Spec Ops, the US Army Spec Ops, instead of the Umbrella people. Like it actually has like a proper final boss with a very epic finale and everything. It's really fucking cool. That one actually kind of felt like a proper Resident Evil game. It's like the developers of that game actually paid attention to what the players wanted, you know? Yeah. Now, I think, unlike Xbox Live, the PlayStation Network store is still up for PlayStation 3, I mean. So I think you can still buy the DLC for it. I think it's like... should be pretty cheap, like $5 or something, but I can't remember. And you get like the whole set. It's like 3 or 4 pieces. They released it episodically back in the day, so... But you only pay for... You pay once and you get like the whole set. You download it as separate pieces, but you only have to pay one time, I think. I can't fully remember, so don't take my word on this. But yeah, it was pretty cool. The Spec Ops DLC was pretty fucking awesome. The characters were actually good. The story was good. The best way I can describe it is that it's like a what if you were playing on the other side during the main campaign. Because when you're playing the main campaign as the Umbrella people, you fight the Spec Ops. So then instead, the Umbrella people become generic NPCs, and you play as a Spec Ops side instead and do missions that somewhat cross over with the main campaign, but not completely. Like it's still kind of a sort of separate storyline because it's exploring what if things had played out differently, you know? Instead of seeing Leon and Claire like you would in the main campaign, you meet Jill and you help her out against Nemesis. It's pretty fucking cool, honestly. It's like a good fan fiction. That's the best way to describe it. It's a really cool fan fiction. Master's Palash. The red saber. Whew. So there was something I was gonna say earlier about the an Umbrella Corps. Okay, these are all pointless, yeah. Once you get the treasure over there, there's no point using the rest of these. I can't remember right now. I think it was just to drive the point home that like a modern Outbreak would definitely do very well. But Capcom seems to keep thinking we want PvP Resident Evil games for some reason. Yeah, the thing I like about Outbreak, and why I still go back to play it to this day, the voice lines are hilarious when you're doing ad-libs on your character and running around the lobby. It's just like spamming the ad-lib button. That just makes it funny, unintentionally funny. Which is cool for us, but the developers were probably like, you know, we probably shouldn't have done that. But outside of that, I just love how cinematic it is. Like, it was this... I don't want to... Like, not an overly slow pace, but like, it was like a slow-paced cinematic story that felt like any one of the, like, single-player Resident Evil games. It was so well designed, you could play the whole thing single-player, on any difficulty if you were skilled enough, because it is pretty hard, especially on a blind playthrough, even on the lowest difficulty. But like once you become experienced, you can have a lot of fun in that game. I saw this on my memory card the last time I ever used my PS2. I actually racked up 300 plus hours of total playtime on Resident Evil Outbreak offline because I didn't have internet for the majority of that game's official, you know, run. Yeah, that was... The game was hard, but also, I said on a blind playthrough, it's extremely hard, of course. And that is true when you think about how the puzzles are set up. I didn't get that experience because I used the guide from the get-go, because I was like, fuck it, why not? I bought the game with a guide, I was like, I don't care. And I think I actually enjoyed it better that way than if I hadn't. But after my first playthrough, I loved you know what I'd like to do? I loved fucking around with the NPCs. I would actually set it to like hard or very hard sometimes, and just like hide in a locker and watch the NPCs just get slaughtered. The AI partners would just get slaughtered by the zombies or something, and I'm just sitting in the locker watching. I was just like... It was fucking great. Even better was when I unlocked infinite ammo and they still sucked so bad they got slaughtered. Even though they had infinite bullets, they just kept running into the zombies and getting grabbed and they would still die anyway. I was just like, oh my god. Yoshino says nothing and then says, signal detected. Near here. He must be around here somewhere. Where is he? Don't worry, Shino, we're getting close. Where the fuck are we? But yeah, I had so much fun just playing offline because of the shit that I did. But that said, once I did finally get internet, it was way more fun to actually play online with people. That I actually I met some good friends, and had made some great memories during the official servers. It was really cool. Yeah, we still got a long way to go. Okay. A lot more time to get good at stuff back in the day, yeah. That was where the replay value came from for games. Now it's DLC. Or a live service where you have to, you know, you're paying a subscription or microtransactions to support the game and then hoping the developers put out some decent content for you, otherwise you just wasted your money. Shit! Yeah, that would have killed me if I hadn't broken out of that. Okay, this is getting serious. Get him, Shino. Fuck them up. Like I just got frozen like that, you know? Chino just saved my fucking life. Those things would have slaughtered me right there if she hadn't been shooting at them. Because when you're frozen, you can't block. You don't get any invincibility frames, even if you just got hit. they would have all just been like, and my health just would have disappeared like instantly. The only reason they didn't hit me even once was because she was shooting the fuck out of them while I was frozen. God Sword Kamui. We found the first one. Now we know what they look like since I introduced them earlier. What they actually look like. Because here you don't get to see them. They're just quest items. Chino says, confirmed. This is his right sword. So even the game acknowledges that Sanji and Yasha is actually Sanji and Kamui. Because they're literally saying it's the one he holds in his right hand. Then why did they call it Sanji and Yasha? Like, what happened? Why did they misname it? If they even acknowledge that it's misnamed in this quest, like, it's not supposed to be Sanji and Yasha. It's supposed to be Sanji and Kamui. Like,
Bruh.
what the hell was going on during this area of the development of the game? Shino continues, I cannot believe that he left it behind. Look at the walls. These marks were made with swords. He was fighting for his life. And then at some point he dropped one of them. Kamui. AUW 1977 model made by Tengai. Huh. There's a hint for the Orochi Agito. Lets you know that it's gotta be around the same year, right? There's very subtle clues like that you can find both in this quest and outside of it. Because like outside of this quest, there's these books of katana items that you can find, which will also give you hints on what the real Orochi Agito is, the fourth legendary sword. But even this quest is already dropping hints just by looking at the manufacture date for the other three swords, the Kamui, Sanji, and Yasha. That's kind of interesting. You know what I forgot? Back in Ruins 1, I opened up that last laser fence behind the waterfall for that first room. And I never went back to get the loot. I'm gonna have to use a telepipe and do that. Ino says nothing. Signal detected again. It is on this floor. This time, it is him. We are getting pretty close, yeah. In fact, I think it's Yasha and Kamui. I just remembered what they look like. It's Yasha and Kamui that he's holding together, but it's called Sanji and Yasha. Ernie, no!
Dylan!
He says nothing. And then he says, Chino? It's a shame. I made a mistake. I wanted to help Zoke, but I was just too weak. Chino. Zoke. He might still be alive. He's still talking. We'll find out in episode 2 when I get to that quest. I like how I ducked my head down in real life as if that was gonna help. When he was jumping at me. My immersion! I love when I see streamers do that shit too. Even I do it. That's how you know they're immersed in the game, you know? Got sword Yasha. Kino says this is his left sword. It is broken too. Residual photon on the sword is very unusual. What is this? It is not in my database. Zoke, are you... I think he might be dead. Yasha. AUW 2018 model, made by Kikoku. Okay. Shino says again, I felt the tremor. Perhaps I can say that I have a bad premonition about this. If I were a human. And yet, you feel something that you interpret as that anyway. What does that say about you, Shino? It says nothing. Signal detected. Zoke always brings 3 different swords. One of them must be here. Zoke! He traces the signal coming out of his swords. I guess he put some kind of tracker chips in them. See, they're slowly revealing to you that she's basically becoming, or has become sentient and doesn't even realize it. Her sentience kind of comes up as like a weird program error that she doesn't realize. She's like, "Ah!" Holy shit, that guy would have killed her if I hadn't healed her. Why do you keep charging? Jesus. What the hell did he just do? I haven't seen the Chaos Bringer use that attack before. It looks familiar though. I think I did see it back in the GameCube days. Like, I got a flashback just now, but I don't know what the fuck it does. I got a little scared there. Should have gotten closer. Damn it. I'm not gonna make it. He's too far. Oh, okay. I thought he was still gonna shoot again, but he didn't. Come on, fucking Water Strider knockoffs. Dude's freaking out. Alright, Apex, thank you very much for stopping by and chatting with me. It was a good conversation about Resident Evil. Amongst other things, we talked about a lot of stuff, but thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a good night. Sleep well, friend. Oh my god, I almost did that to him. I'm going to bed right after this, too. Whew. Oh, it's not over. It's not over. Oh, shit.
Bruh.
You keep them busy, Shino. I'll take care of this prick. Holy shit, dude. Oh yeah, so I do have a reason to keep these now. I'll pick it up in a sec. Now that I remembered, I'm supposed to be turning them in for fucking team points. And that actually does go, that is account-wide, the team. So it does help out, even if this character is stuck on the classic server, Diva Loca. So I should have been doing that. Oops. It's not that big of a deal. Like I said, my characters, like I said before, my characters look exactly how I want them to look, so I'm not even in that much of a rush to unlock the dressing room, really. I made sure I had them how I wanted them before I even started committing to them, you know? So, it's all good. Have I? No, I haven't died recently, so there's no need to feed it. Get the hell out of here. Holy shit, that was loud. I'm not gonna talk to Zoke yet. I know it's a little immersion breaking, but if I do, the quest pretty much comes to an end and then Shino leaves the party. But we still got several rooms full of assholes to clear out over there, and I'd rather she be there to back me up rather than me having to do it alone. It'll take twice as long and be extremely dangerous. Yeah, we'll check on Zoke in a minute, but I gotta get some extra loot, Shino. You gotta help my ass out. In that room or that one? Behind you! So many NPCs are just amazing decoys, honestly. They have such high evasion, it's hard for them to die. Even when they're surrounded like that, and it just keeps the enemies off you, which is great. It's amazing. Go straight down this way and we're off to the races. Oh! Oh, shit!
Dylan! Son of a bitch.
That's 2 level ups in one stream. Holy shit, dude. I didn't expect to level up this much. First. I found the sound effects to be hilarious in this game. I think this guy's covering up the button. Get out of the... Fuck! That poison spewing thing was covering up the button, but then that prick got in the way too. Oh my god, just die already, man. Holy shit. Well, that's pretty much it. Got all the shit. Whatever was left behind, but... I won't lose sleep over it, that's for sure. That's it. Zoke says, no? Sheena, why are you here? I told you not to come. This planet is critical to you. That's why I told you to stay on Pioneer 2. You idiot. Critical? I think that's his way of saying it's dangerous for her, maybe. Stays quiet. He says, Shino, I'm about to die. Give the people on Pioneer 2 my message. Leave here immediately. Right now. Listen, Shino. I appreciate the service you provided for me over all the long years. You are free now. You can choose to find a new master or to live your own life now. Please, do as you wish. And he's gone. He's breathed his last. And he's holding Sanji in his hand. He never found that fourth sword, man. You know? I'm trying to position myself to correct. Ina says nothing. And she says, Vaughn, thank you very much. I will stay here. In quotation marks, leave here immediately, Pioneer 2. I don't know the basis for which he said his last words, but it must be important to Pioneer 2. But for me, it is much more important to be with my master Zoke. Can you tell the guild Zoke's message for me? Sure. Take this. It is Zoke's sword and it proves you completed this quest. God's sword Sanji. The last one. It actually disappeared from his body when she gave it to me. That's a nice attention to detail. Like she actually picked it up and gave it to me. AUW 1963 model made by Jo-un. So Tengai, Kikoku, and Jo-un, they made the first 3 of the legendary swords, and then Dosetsu made the 4th and final one. And you'll only know it's Dosetsu in the 1975 one by getting the books of katana that tell you the lore behind the swords, or to give you strong hints about it. But you do not need the books to actually, you can just grab any one, and then if you get lucky enough that you got the right one and you give it to the guy, he'll decipher it for you, he'll clean it up and tell you, this is the real one, Oroto Gita or whatever. You don't actually need the books. They're just there if you want to figure it out on your own, I guess. Or you just want the lore. Again, I think they're rare monster drops anyway, so, good luck finding those. Anything else, Dude, if it's targeting them, you'd think it would just, But no, I had to get closer. Yeah. My immersion. Oh great, my sword is blocking her face from the camera's view. Chino says, Zoke, I shall always be at your side. He went quiet. Still quiet, but she's covered in electricity. AOL dial-up sounds. Literally. White smoke denoting that she died. She says nothing. Yeah, that's it. She shut down. She self-terminated like Kalis almost did before Ellie intervened. Well, they'll always be together forever now. It makes sense she's still standing because it's like, she just shut down. Like, she short-circuited herself and completely shut down. But, being an android, she just kind of stopped moving instead of falling over. It's really sad. Yeah, I guess, the big hint is that she became sentient and obviously had feelings for him that went deeper than just a normal, like, android-master relationship. She definitely, like, had real feelings for him. They were, like, low-key exploring the idea of an android falling in love with a human. Or a non-android, I guess, because there are more races than just human. But yeah. It's definitely what that was. Guy says, perhaps Zoke's mind was occupied by the mystery of the swords. Like, he was so occupied by that, he wasn't able to fully focus on staying alive. Also, hold on a second, I'll make another telepipe, but I just remember there's one last thing we gotta check. Yeah, they're still here. Their bodies are still here. The other way. There's a missing arrow on the map. I'm glad I remembered this at the last second. Bernie's not here anymore. I don't know if they did that to save memory. I doubt it though. I think the more logical explanation is the fact that I think they're trying to imply that Bernie actually survived. I don't know this. We'll find out in episode 2, but I think they're implying that Bernie did not die there. And he managed to escape with his life. He managed to have just enough, energy to get out with his life. Because they never confirmed him dying, and then he's just not there anymore once that happens, so. It could be that he still, he made it. And I'm assuming so, based on the fact that that episode 2 side quest is supposed to center around Bernie and Sue again, along with Ellie, so we'll see. Guy says Zoke is dead? Yeah. I've never met him, but he's highly respected by all the hunters here. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna sell off all my stuff. anyone else to talk to. That's it. Well, rest in peace, Shino and Zoke. Will be remembered. $4,000 Meseta. If Bernie does appear during that quest, I wonder if he'll talk about him. Be kind of interesting. That's it. We just have From the Depths and the meme quest, Central Dome Fire Swirl. Call it a meme quest because it seems so detached from the rest of the story. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all from me for now, folks. I'm heading to bed. So, as always, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support across all platforms. Thank you very much. And as I always like to say, please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And I will see you all then. Peace.
Ooh.